Peace, my beautiful tribe. I send y'all love and light. Thank y'all for hitting that like button, sharing this video, and subscribing. This is a neurodivergent reading for my collective. Okay, we're going to read with the Mystic Martian deck, and we're also going to read from the Beyond Lumeria deck. Okay, so this is a pre-pull, and we will just go from there. I'd like to call on the Lumerians and any of the galactic ETs and family that would like to tap in with the tribe at this time in tandem with these cards that I'm about to read. Give us divine protection, return any evil eye, negative energy back to sender, and so it is. Okay, y'all. So the first card out of the gate was Radiant Radical Expression. Okay. There is some type of expansion taking place in your life at this time. Okay. This card is for visionaries. It's for living and loving at full capacity, being unapologetically you, okay, was a resounding sound during this pool that I just did, okay? Boldness, having a voice, taking up space, saying what the TI is, and don't make me say it again type of gig, okay? You could be resonating with dragon energy at this time. There is a portal, okay, that's opening for you now. They opened the portal with CERN, okay? It was a draconian portal, but we all know that not all dragons are evil or bad, okay? This is your ascended self, okay? Letting go of judgment, okay? Creative exploration, okay? Radical ways of being. There's something that is expanding in your life at this time, okay? The second card that we got was She of the Lotus. And this card reminds me of an agave plant. Okay, shout out to one of my fellow mentors um, and mentees because we study together with this agave plant, okay, which represents deep spiritual significance, a symbol of transition, resilience, and drive, divine love, okay. It represents fertility, okay, nourishment and protective strength, okay. This is a considered a gift from the gods to sustain your life. She of the lotus, okay, reminds me of that lotus flower that's budding, okay, that's budding at your crown, okay, your thousand petals. And each one of those petals is an idea, okay, is a thought. It's coming from source. It's not coming from you, okay? So you can sit on these thoughts if you want to, but this is not the time to do that, okay? Um, this is a time to feel worth it, to feel worth this expansion, to feel worth whoever you are. You got some dynamic spiritual gifts. You dang near got, you check all the boxes. You, whoever you are, you pretty much check all the boxes when it comes to your spiritual gifts, okay? You're very high ranked. You may not even like the term, okay? That's the wings here, okay? Remember these wings here. We'll talk about them again. Doing what you love, okay? She Lotus. Okay, this is shadow work, feeling worth it, okay? Addressing the dissonance, okay? Delusion, okay? Our own delusion. We can point fingers at everybody else's delusion, okay? Seeing your own downfalls as the flip side of superpowers. Okay. So you got to see your south node and your north node. Okay. So when you know your north node, your south node will tell you what places to stay out of. I know this is my lower self. Okay. But this is also growth in the darkness where you become the light. Okay. So now you're plucking away of any unconscious patterns that could be holding you back, okay? Because this is your season of radical expansion, okay? You're radically expanding at this time. What's expanding, E? I'm glad you asked. Your solar plexus, hon, your willpower, your Jupiter energy, Look at your chart and see where your Jupiter is. Okay, 5 on the clock. That's change. Okay, and this is the solar plexus, radiant illumination. You're seeing expansion in your personal power, in your dependence, in your self discipline, in your confidence, in your assertiveness, in your decision making, in your belief, in your intellectual abilities, in your expression of will, bringing ideas to reality. This is where so now you're thinking the thoughts, okay? With the portal opening, okay? The portal's opening and then the lotus opens, okay? Like the agave, like a fan, okay? This is an update, okay? This is your spiritual update, okay? Now, Fies Nathan, you feel worthy of these unexpected blessings coming into your life, okay? And now, because you've done the shadow work and you've checked all the boxes and where you've had dissonance at and things that you needed to let go, now you can expand in your solar plexus. And you can now you think it and now it's done. Okay. It's like fertility, a baby being born. Okay. Golden yellow. Okay. The Mystic Martian deck, the first card out was the Blue Avians. And I'm going to get my glasses for this. Okay. I came ready today. The blue avians represent philosophy, releasing karma. Your karma is released, okay? Mysticism. These birds represent like the archangels. This is you getting your wings. As I said, stay with me earlier, okay? This is you getting your wings, all right? Drop it in the comments and let me know if you've had some bird visitors here lately. They have a cool, calm, and diplomatic nature with a profound and intelligent understanding on ontological, physiological, and metaphysical phenomena. They are well versed on the law of one material and the Egyptian sun god Ra. Okay, they believe in time travel. Okay, the blue avians believe in inner work. Okay, esoteric knowledge, releasing karma, mysticism, ascension, okay, divine masculine, self discovery. Some of you are scholars, you're very intellectual, you like to study. You could be working in education, you could be very diplomatic, or even working in science, okay? These are the ones that are considered as the angels, okay? So, and then also we have here is the Nephilim, okay? You a giant in the spiritual realm, whoever you are. We already seen that right here. We already seen it right here with this dragon energy, though, okay? So I feel like as your perspective has changed, you will now start to change the perspective of others around you. You're digging, you're pulling ish up by the roots. Do you hear me? Okay? You're pulling things up by the root. You see this Nephilim and this tree in his hand. Okay, you're pulling it all up for something new. Okay, they represent the L's. Okay, you could be an L and they represent the Elohim. All right, they're considered the sons of God. Okay, you could have son in your last name. Controversial. Okay, you assess, you know, cross your T's and you dot your I's. Okay, you critique it. ESP is here, brute strength, okay, temptations, new perspectives, new ideas, hope, processing, and rustic. Okay, you're very hopeful. All right. I don't feel like you have to fight anymore. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is not a season to fight. Okay. This is not a season to fight. I feel like it's an ending. You pull the whole tree up. Can't nothing even root again. The whole tree is pulled up. It ain't going to, there is no seed left. You packing up and going to another dimension with it. Get to another perspective. It ain't gonna be here. And what is the perspective? The flower of life. I'm glad you asked. Inspiration, awe, and dreams. You've been having some very colorful dreams here lately, okay? This is self organizing, unfolding of everything in every dimension, okay? Have you been dreaming of yourself in multiple realities? 10 on the clock. Okay. Seeing yourself, you're higher, you're lower in yourself now. Inspiration, you're a very big inspiration to others. You're very insightful. You may have been having some very serious, strong dreams here lately. Again, space and time travel is here. You understand, okay? You're starting to understand time travel, quantum jumping, and the power of your perception as well. Perceptive, okay? To see the patterns as they unfold in your life, okay? Where you need to rip up the tree and where you need to go ahead and rest on the tree because you've flown enough. You've flown to enough galaxies, okay? Because you've released the karma of that thing, all right? This is your radiant expansion and expect things to expand greatly in your life. Love you guys.